What's going on, everyone? Gilman with Wellthy Stocks, back with our weekly Palantir update video, ticker symbol PLTR, where we take a look at how Palantir stock traded this past week, key levels of support and resistance that we are looking at moving into the future, and based on that, what we think Palantir stock could do. So real quick, if you enjoy videos like this, don't forget to hit that like button down below, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and comment down below what your thoughts on Palantir are, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. So let me go ahead and hit record. We will get right into the video. So I know I didn't make a video on Friday, but Palantir had a small green day, up 19 cents on Friday to end the week. Another 13 cents in the after hours, so not a terrible way to end the week. And Palantir had a great week from kind of the Monday lows that we saw, right? So real quick, want to take a look at this article talking about Palantir and BlackBerry. Really love BlackBerry as well, but we're going to focus on Palantir for this video, and kind of focus on how they've done over the recent years, and kind of what's good about them that kind of pushes them forward when compared to some of the competitions, right? So they've had a ton of partnerships over the past year, right? If you've watched my channel, we've talked about them over and over again. Some are a lot more strategic than others, but in any case, right, new partnerships means more revenue, and therefore, growth for the company. So, BlackBerry and Palantir, both great growth companies. BlackBerry, when I know a lot of you guys still think of the phone when you're thinking of BlackBerry, but they're actually a really kind of up there cybersecurity company that makes software for EV cars. So as we get more and more, into EV, that software will be found in a lot of the EVs that hopefully will be driving in the future. So that could really push BlackBerry up as well. But let's focus on Palantir, like I said earlier. So what we're talking about here is Palantir software. They provide software used by the intelligence community, right? Department of Defense. It's not confirmed. I thought this was super cool. Widely reported that Palantir's data mining software was used to locate Osama bin Laden. Again, did not know about this until this article. That's super cool. Not confirmed, right? But still. And then the recent partnership that was announced with Amazon's AWS, where you could use Palantir, I think it was the Foundry software, if I'm not mistaken, on Amazon's AWS. If you guys know, AWS is the leading cloud platform provider. So combining these two makes Palantir software, easily accessible, makes working with data a lot easier for those that, are kind of storing a lot of their cloud data on Amazon AWS. So that's great news. And then a lot of this article talks about, BlackBerry for a little bit, but the main three products are Foundry, Gotham, and Apollo. And on March 11th, which again I covered earlier this week, they announced a 6-year partnership with Faurecia, a leading automotive company that will use the Foundry platform to accelerate their digital transformation. And again, as I've talked about, right, they've got Rio Tinto deals, 3M deals, other big companies as well that all use Palantir's Foundry platform for data integration. So I love Palantir as a company. I don't know if you guys have seen me for a while, I've said that over and over again. I'm heavily invested into Palantir. I've got leaps going out to 2022 and 2023, as well as some shares, and I added some to my position earlier this week in the 22-23 level. So let's take a look at the 5-day chart and we'll see what we see. So as you can see, great upward move for Palantir this week, minus Monday. Monday was a sell-off for, most indexes, most indices, and from that point on, though, from hitting a low of 2250s, right, we've kind of rallied all the way to 27. So great looking chart here, great looking 5-day chart here. Let's take a look at our daily chart and we'll see what we can see. So if you've been with me for a while, we were catching this breakout, got it, pushed us up to mid-30s, and then pushed the next couple of days took us to 45. I think a little bit of that was Wall Street bets. Sold off after, obviously, because of how much it had gone up, and then we ran into earnings, got to high 30s, and then we sold off. Now that sell-off was related to a couple things: the surprise earnings loss that came that no one expected, the selling pressure caused by people selling their shares, and then also the overall market sell-off. That took Palantir from trading in the 30s to trading as low as 22.50, and now for the past few days, it's looking like it wants to maybe start moving up again, right? So that's what we want. And great kind of push by Palantir in the second half of the week, or really after Monday. So let's take a look at our EMAs here, right? So again, what we see is Palantir is above. Let me get rid of the drawings here for just a second. Palantir is now above this 89 EMA. It's not really been below it ever because it's still a relatively new company. Other than kind of this one day on 3.8. So that's great news. We weren't below it for too long. We are hitting up against this top right here with the 34 EMA. So I'm looking at that and we're bouncing off the 8 EMA, right? So right now we're in between 2 EMAs. So hopefully continuing this week, we continue to find support at the 8 exponential moving average, which is 25.38. And we can also break above the 34 EMA, which is at 27.01. That's what I'm looking at for this week, but let's now take a look at some specific levels, you guys. So right now we are right above this 2692 level, or 2690s level, right? And our next level to push up is this 2805, and then we've got the 2947 before we hit the 30 mark. That's what we have coming up from if we start to push up, assuming, right, we can get through the 34 EMA, or stay above the 24 EMA rather, because we're above it right now. That's basically at 2701. We're at 2705. If we see a little bit of a sell-off, because remember we did go from kind of the 22s to the 27s in a week. First level of support we have are these EMAs here in the 26s, so 2630s. But I think we have run room down to the 8 EMA at 2538. If we keep going, we've got the 24 level down here as well. So what I'm looking for, you guys, is if we see a green day, a push towards the 2805 in the early half of this week. And I think if we can get that, then I think we get ready for this 2947 level in the next couple of days. Remember that we could see some small pullbacks, but if we do like we did on Friday, you know, we bounce off the 8 EMA at 2530s, we start to maybe consolidate here and then we push up. So I think hopefully a green week with the money flowing in from the stimulus, right? The $1,400 stimulus checks that we've seen. And the article that I covered, about $150, $160 million should be pouring into the market. Hopefully that creates a lot of buying power. Again, love this company, even if it goes back to, again, not saying it's going to happen like this week or this month even, but if it goes back to, you know, kind of the $40 mark, or I'm just going to say this mark right here, the 38.39, it implies a 46-47% upside from where it traded on Friday. If you got in earlier in the week, right, even bigger upside. So love Palantir. I think it has a lot of potential. My goal, very conservative goal, is if it can get to the high 30s sometime in the first half of 2021, I'm making 47%, right, in a couple months. So that's what I'm looking for. Again, I'm okay with the slow push up because I have all the time on my side. I'm not invested in any short-term calls, right? I don't need it to go up tomorrow, right? I'm okay with it going up, taking its time, consolidating, pushing up. I want it to be a healthy push up that it can sustain and not this quick pump to 45 and then dump. With that being said though, if it happens, you know, I can lock in my profits and always buy in at a lower price. But again, I think Palantir, if it continues the growth that it has, which I'm, you know, pretty confident that it can, could be $100 stock in 2 to 3 years. That's my kind of long-term goal. Short-term is if we can get back up in 30s, that's already 47% on my money. So that's what I'm looking at, you guys. As always, I'll keep you guys posted on how Palantir has been trading. That's all I have for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to my channel, comment down below what your thoughts on Palantir are, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. Let's remember to be a bit better every single day, and until next time.